All right. We are live.
So we'll see. Oh, let me do my YouTube on. All right. Now, Al thinks you already did a ski. You started one last time, but you're finishing it, right?
Right. Right. There's going to be more finishing of the ski potty.
Wait, I always mess up the sound. I hear myself twice.
Oh, you do?
Now I think it's good. Well,
Are you good? All right. Do you feel, is it sound okay to you?
I'll probably have to turn something off. Uh, Not that.
Oop. I think we lost Fred. Um, okay. All right. I'm going to get some the file ready and should be good to go. All right. Hello. Hello, everybody. Oh, he came in here. I think he's here. There we
All
go.
right.
We're back.
Okay, I hear myself, but the right way.
Oh, good.
So, answering Al's question, you started the ski potty but didn't finish it, right?
Right. So I'm getting the file. Let's see, where is that?
Now let me find on YouTube. This guy, Eddie Deason, used to go, YouTube, 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 YouTube. Right now I'm trying to find it on the YouTube.
You're trying to find it on the YouTube.
So Cody, maybe we could talk about something maybe a little private if it's okay. Are you
Sure.
still coming to California?
Yes.
So everyone, we only have 5 people so far, but it's your first time you're going to be on a plane.
You know, yeah, I can tell you what's going to happen here is, it kind of worked out that we're actually going to take a little road trip down there.
What are you thinking of doing?
Well, we're going to start from, we're just going to go through from Ohio to California, just driving there, and then coming back. So we'll go as fast as we can to get there. But then on the way back, we're going to stop by a few places. Like Kansas City will be one of them because some of my friends that I went to school are there, and so that'll be kind of a fun.
All right, let me look. So what? Let me look the date of the. So people watching Andy Paley, who was a great friend of mine, brilliant musician. He did songs. I met him on Handy Manny. He did some of the songs. he did stuff. He worked with Brian Wilson. He worked with everyone. He worked. Cats on me. He worked did the Broadway play Best Day Ever on Broadway. SpongeBob songs. Great friend. Big in the comedy community. And his memorial, you're going to do a video. Maybe we'll show later. And so what's the date of it again?
It's the 19th. 18th, I believe. Is that for
So
Andy?
how long are you going to be in the LA area?
We're gonna be there on the 18th, 19th, and 20th. So we'll be there 3 days in California, um, where like you are, kind of, and then basically going out from there. I think like Sunday we'll still be there, and then we leave.
Great. All right, we'll figure out. Some people suggesting Airbnb. All
Oh,
right.
right.
In the next few days, I'll try to help you figure out where the three of you could stay. But
Yeah.
your first time, so you're going to fly home or drive both ways?
We're gonna just drive both ways.
So you still never been on a plane?
Still never, and it somehow I've been able to put it off even for this. But
Well,
someday I'll probably,
Chloe's never been on one, but Luna has.
really.
She was born in Illinois, and excuse me, and her other cat wasn't getting along, so Shane brought her from Chicago on a plane. So she didn't like it too much, but
So
I
you had a
think you would
cat.
do better. But well, I'll meet you in person, and I got the tickets for you guys. So
I really appreciate that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, maybe we could watch a noir down there with you.
Yes, yes.
That'd be funny.
Well, a new thing, I want to get into new wave French cinema.
Ah,
It
French.
influenced Scorsese and so many people. I'm trying to learn about that.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I
So
saw that
this is,
clip of
sorry.
your. Oh no, I saw like a story you made, and it was like a French thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, because she wasn't enjoying it, Chloe.
Really?
Nah, she didn't enjoy it. But I'm trying. I'm trying.
That's cool.
So all right. So it's been a few days since we played with this
Mm-hmm.
Audibles. So Al, interesting question. Al had commented, I forgot to reply. Why is just the my friend Norm the story only on the text and not the Audible yet? I got luckier in the past, but there's this process where AOX or whatever it's called has to accept it. I don't think it means the content. There's something about pop sounds, all this audible stuff levels because it can't be too loud. So it's a long queue, I heard. So I'm hoping any day now they just let us release it. So yeah, so okay, so this is a thing Norm used to make fun of me that I wrote a movie called Ski Potty about a loser, black sheep of the family. Yes, Riss, and since you contributed to Cody, we're gonna or wait, he's gonna draw a sketch of you, something fun. That's part of the deal. So I had an idea. I thought I had a contact in ski movies. Who knew there was even such a thing? Because I did a bad movie. Well, oxymoron, or if that's the word, called Downhill Willie. It was an embarrassment. But the guy who ran the company liked me, and I wrote thinking, oh, I'll write a ski movie too. And it was called Ski Potty, about a loser who buys a snowmobile and a porta potty, and
Right.
drives it on the mountain, thinking he's going to um, uh, like be an ice cream man for if someone needs a toilet, because on the mountain you're kind of captive. So as Riss says, it's round two of the ski potty picture.
Is
I
it?
Yeah, I kind of thought we agreed that it'll be fun to. Yeah, you needed the picture a little bit bigger. I don't just go with it. I won't give too many notes right now.
Oh no, that's cool. Yeah, I'm trying to get it back to kind of where we had it. I think.
Well, Chloe is back. She's in New Zealand. Let me see. Maybe I'll get my friend James on the line.
Oh yeah.
He's from New Zealand too.
Right, he's the guy we talked to, right? About the
No, I think
the red hair, or no,
no.
somebody else.
There's
Pete. Yeah.
Pete who's from Australia.
Oh, okay, that's who I was thinking. Sorry.
Yes, Ski Potty is back. Scarlett's going to do your first comedy thing in April, storytelling. Well, maybe we'll make up a fake movie poster.
That'd be fun. Oh, thank you, Chloe.
I'm telling some friends we're on. You ever do notes?
Wait.
Oh, nothing. Ski Potty on the butt shorts. I didn't think of that.
Let's see. We have that. Gonna take this.
Telling a few people on text we're live.
Nice. And you have the link you need, right, for everything?
Yes.
Cool.
I don't remember those nice 90s Sophie shorts.
Oh, like the Sophie shorts.
Not familiar with that.
It's sort of like a puffy thing.
That's funny, Chris. He says fundraise to get a thing on
Yeah, we should do that. You want? Yeah.
a billboard.
That'd be interesting. You'd have to find the billboard you want to do, and then, or at least,
Ski Potty could be a funny one. Hello, Michael H. Good to see you. Is this the Michael? No, that's a different Michael H. I know a guy just goes by H.
mm,
Michael says hi to you, Cody. So people tuning in late, I'm going to meet Cody for the first time in person, who's going to come to this benefit for the sons of our friend Andy, who sadly died. They have digital billboards now. It's cheaper. That would be funny. So we got to 1,000 subscribers, whatever that means. If anyone knows about streaming, from Walmart. Also, we're going live. Cody set up a thing on Twitch, whatever that means.
right. Oh yeah, let me check to see how that looks. If I go to, I'm just going to go to new window. I'm gonna open up a window and just call it Twitch. Let's see for live. Fred Stoller live. Yeah, it looks like we're on Twitch.
All right. I know nothing about Twitch.
Let's see, we got one watching. I think that's me.
All right. Well, you got to start somewhere.
Right. We can start using that link too. I could always let's see, share. I can copy the URL and then I can throw the URL in here, I guess, actually.
The Sofa King rules, thank you. But why would they have to follow it on Twitch if they're here?
I don't know, maybe yeah, that's true.
No. All right, let's not confuse it.
Should I don't know how to take that down. Let me. Yeah, it's fine. They'll stay here.
Yes, Chloe, that's nice. And you too will meet Cody. And he did a really wonderful thing for our friend Andy, an a cappella song he animated that he wrote and sang. Yeah, it's mostly video games on Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not get involved.
Yeah,
Let's not cause trouble.
Yeah, I want to try. Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to look to see here how this is all looking. We have. I kind of pulled the. I like this being like here. We have like money flying around. So this is sort of.
Thank you, Chris. It's going to be a pretty awesome benefit. It's going to have this guy, Jonathan Richman, who, if what's his name was here, he knows every reference.
Oh, yeah. Crone.
Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers is going to be there. Thank you, Chloe. I hope that it's not a problem that you have such good detail.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you don't lose it because by showing too much of the mountain.
I don't think so. We'll.
I love the detail.
I think it'll be. I have the frame kind of like this, so it's sort of framed in here like this. I'll put some other people where they put their helmets, ski helmets on.
If you have too many people, you lose like a little bit, but yeah, we'll see. We'll do it as we go. Let me see one thing. I don't know if Kelly's there. My friend Kelly. All right, I keep losing you. No. Where are you? Room for tonight's. Here we are. Chloe, have you ever traveled out of New Zealand? It's very much almost like Mad Magazine.
It is.
Yes.
You know, I always imagined like if we made the anything like It's funny. I always thought like it would be funny for your character to be like the mad kid kind of thing. You know,
I
like
mean, Alfred E. Newman?
yeah, yeah. But you would be like your face would be like the new Alfred E. Newman, where it would be kind of like this. Your main character could show up in different situations. Like,
Riss is asking if I have a typewriter. I know what you think is a typewriter, but uh, let me show you something. I got this thing, and I'm too intimidated to put it together. Oh, I just let me where it's a thing where you put the laptop, so it's not on my lap, and it's I don't know what it is. I don't have a typewriter. What do you think is a typewriter? Hmm. No, I don't know what you think is a typewriter. Oh, I love this shot. Oh, because you see it close and you get what it is.
yeah, I'm trying to think about what next to do. I think it'll be funny to have your. He could look at us, or he could look off in the distance.
Loud clicking when I type. No, I haven't had a typewriter very long time. I admire all the writers of the past who had to do it, when you make a mistake, all the stuff you did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like a whole new world.
Yes. I used to have to throw out the page if I made one mistake. Let's see if So yeah, I don't know much about this restream, but on YouTube we have 1,000 subscribers. Anyone know? Someone said you can do extra things on it, but I don't know.
On YouTube.
Yeah,
Now that we have 1,000.
yeah. Jeff Crone is usually here. He would know who Jonathan Richman is. Bobcat Goldthwait, Dana Gould are in the show. Andy Kindler.
Oops. There we go. Just trying. Okay. So
The toilet on the head is funny.
right, the hat.
This feed is almost a minute behind Twitch.
Really? Maybe
I don't know.
that's interesting.
Loud clicking. Facebook. What did someone's... What did Facebook say? Wait. Oh, Marissa. Okay. Marissa just messaged. To enable Super Chat on YouTube, your channel needs to be monetized, meaning you must have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 public watch hours. all right. Well, we'll have to figure out how to monetize it. So apparently you need 1,000 subscribers, which we do, and 4,000 watch hours, which we'll look into how to monetize it. Meaning, all right, but thank you, Riss. I think Veronica joined.
Nice.
She's the one who thinks she's better than everyone. You know.
I just told that the audio sync was off a bit on us, but I don't know. It looks like I think everything's okay yet, so I think we're good.
Seems to be. Well, this is what we're gonna do. Well, right now we're at 26 minutes, and we're gonna keep this going for 4,000 hours to make sure we've made 4,000, just to make sure we've reached 4,000 hours.
Cool.
All right, so we have about 3,999 hours to go with this, and about 30 minutes plus that to make sure we can monetize.
All right.
So, Veronica, anyone who's coming in late, this is for a thing Norm used to make fun of me because I wrote a movie called Ski Potty. And this is going to be the billboard for it. We're a loser. Well, it looks like he's not a loser here. It looks like it's a big success, according to this.
Right.
That he has an idea. His brother in the movie was a big star of the family, won trophies because he was a champion skier. So the father and everyone said, stay away, don't come to the mountain, you're an embarrassment. But then he had the idea to buy a porta potty and attach it to a snowmobile and drive it around. And then if people need the bathroom on the mountain. Oh, I thought of an expression when you need to go and you don't want it to be in the snow. But this is already crowded, this billboard. We'll figure it out. Just let Cody do what he does and fill it up. Now, Veronica says she's in, but now the Sofa King is watching both. What's the difference? Like, what do you see on Twitch that's different than here?
Oops.
Where you working on? I don't see where the cursor. Oh, there's the cursor.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing like more the next phase. So I think that the whole thing could be kind of like so this is kind of like it bleeds over. So we could have it like here. You know, we could
Yeah. Well, that way,
cut it in.
like I say, we still get the detail.
It's like a cropping it in.
So I think Mike, I think your friend Mike,
Right.
I tracked the thing. He should have got the Dumb and Dumber photo.
Oh, good.
Oh, Chris gave you a new compliment that it's kind of like Far Side, but better and funnier.
Oh,
Because usually you're compared to like Mad Magazine, a little like
right.
Crumb. But that's very nice,
Yeah,
Chris.
yeah, appreciate that. Very nice.
You know, there's a guy you should look up, a cartoonist. Don't have to look him up now,
Mm-hmm.
but he uh, he was a quadriplegic in a car accident, but then went on to do some really crazy stuff. Um,
Really?
his name was something Callan, I think.
Was there
Let
a
me
movie
look.
about him?
Yes, with Keanu, not Keanu Reeves.
Walking?
The guy from
Walking
from
Phoenix,
Joker.
yeah.
Yes.
That was it was funny. Yes, there's a show about a guy who's in a wheelchair. It's an animated series or something. It's coming
I don't
back
know
to me now.
if.
In the 90s there was a show in Nickelodeon with a guy in
His book was called "Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot." Excuse
That's
me.
funny. That's an interesting title. Yes. The film, Don't Worry, It Won't Get On. Yeah. Okay. He plays a guy, um, John Callahan.
Exactly.
Now, John Callahan, yes, I remember seeing his. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. It's so funny you saw that. You know this. This is interesting.
I remember I had a book of his stuff. It was still good, you know. Even he just did it with his mouth or something, but he had a sick sense of humor, and it was excuse me, very interesting.
Yeah, and he made a show. He did a show for I think it's like Nickelodeon or something. And it kind of looked like, which is weird and unintentionally, it almost looks like the style that I was doing with the big eyes and the Mershkalump. It's
Right.
weird, but I almost kind of like it because it's so messy and might be something to think about even for us, like producing funny work. It just make it kind of like make it look like that.
Right.
But that's cool. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. That's a good point. I forgot about that guy. I saw it only like one time, and then I was thinking, did you like the movie?
You know, to be honest, I didn't see the movie. I know there was one based on it, but I read his biography and had a collection of his
Nice.
stuff.
That's cool.
Scarlett says the framing of it makes it look like an album cover. I think they used to do album covers that were kind of had comics, like kind of funny. There were a few I remember. Well, I promised I would give away a Dumb and Dumber photo.
Nice.
So someone say yes if you want me to do a contest while Cody
Mhm.
draws. This may be the first stream that Jeff Crone is missing, but I'm sure he's busy today. You know, I did meet Chris Farley back. It had been 20 something years ago. Chris Rock was performing at the. I get scared, you know. I can't think of names. This big place that I hate in LA because it always screws up traffic. And so, okay, I'll do the contest in a minute. So Chris got me some VIP tickets to see his thing, and backstage there was Sandler, and I remember John Sally, who was an NBA player, and guys from SNL. And so that's the one time I met Chris Farley. Where do you know Chris from? Oh, I started with him. Oh, I'm so proud, so excited for him. We used to share an office, so he that was the one time I met Chris Farley. Okay, so I'm gonna have a little contest for this Dumb and Dumber photo signed, or this animation one, whichever one you want. So I was gonna say no cheating and looking at the internet, but I think there's no way you'll know it. But first one in animation, 3 times I've played a tree. First one to name all 3 characters or shows where I was a tree will win a signed photo.
Ooh.
Ned's Declassified. That was fun. Yes. So if anyone wants the picture, I'm going to try that contest first. So this is the happy ending in Ski Potty where I'm a big success. I think at first, gross stuff happens, like the stuff slides down the mountain, when people go, just it's spilling the wrong way. All right, Risk likes this contest. 3 times I played a tree. What were the 3 shows? And Risk likes this question. Well, Oswald was one, but you have to say all 3. The first one that says all 3. And Cody got such a smile when Fred talks about being Tree. Actually, I have a friend of mine named Tree.
Really?
Let me see if I could get her to watch.
The person named Tree?
Well, no, her name is Katrina.
Oh.
And people call her Tree, Katrina. I don't think Veronica's here. Yeah, I forgot the quote unquote script, but there were things like maybe someone went to the bathroom, it's pretty gross, and it slid down the mountain. Whatever, the toilet got loose from the thing and spilled everywhere, just nonsense. So at first, I was embarrassing the brother ringing the bell at driving a toilet, and they said, "Get out of here." Oh, let's see if this is Veronica. Oh, Veronica is here. She always brags that she's so busy. So, Veronica, do you think this is funny, Ski Potty? The thing Norm made fun of us, a movie I did. Oh, that's a good start. At first, he's just on skis with a bucket.
Mm.
All right, see? I need people to punch up the script, and Riss is pretty good. So I don't want to embarrass Veronica's mother if she's watching, but she has a crush on Cody. So
Yeah.
Cody's coming to. So have you ever been west before of Ohio?
Me? Oh,
Yes.
yes. Um, I went to San Francisco, and
Oh,
so I
you've been to
have been to California.
California.
We took a road trip a long time ago when I had the opportunity to go to Pixar because I knew a person there, um, who kind of taught me some of the things, like animation and stuff over the internet.
And perspective.
Yeah, yeah. And so yeah, basically what happened there was that kind of happened, and then we took a road trip and we went to San Francisco, Sausalito, and saw the Rock. You
All
know
right.
the.
Did you go up? Did you see Big Sur? That's an amazing thing.
Oh no, what is it?
That's like near. I forgot.
Is
Let
that
me
is
see.
that the thing where it's the?
Pacific. It's just
Oh yeah,
beautiful.
we took the a road around to see the. We saw like this. Were they the seals or the this things that you were talking about?
Oh no, I embarrassed Veronica's mother. She's watching.
Really?
Yes, she likes Cody. She thinks he's a wholesome young man. But
Maybe not drawing a ski potty though.
maybe we. Oh, I think Robert figured it out.
Tree.
Well, all right, you got to say what Tree of Life
Wait, you were
is.
Tree of Life. Were you on Tree of Life?
No, he's naming the episode title,
Mhm.
but for what show? Now, let me see if my friend who used to work on that show is there.
Mhm. Scene settings.
Well, Robert, go back and just tell me the name of the show the Tree of Life episode was on. Now, Riss, is there a way since we got 1,000? No, no, no. It's not a movie. Tree of Life was a movie, but okay, I think you haven't figured it out yet, then, Robert. Um, Clarence. Yes, you got it.
Nice.
Wait a minute. No, I wasn't a regular, but 3 times I played a tree in animation. First was Steve the Tree and Oswald the Octopus. Second time was, I guess, Clarence. There's a show called Clarence on Cartoon Network, and I played a tree. And the third time was Harvey Beaks. I was a ghost of a tree. So, Robert, I don't know how you could get me a message on Instagram, or I don't know if we could leave messages here with your address, and I'll get you the signed picture. So I gave away my first prize.
Nice.
I obviously went to the internet, but there's no way anyone would know that without being on the internet.
Yeah. That was a good question.
So again,
I'm just looking at skis, um, or
skis.
snowmobiles for reference.
I always play a tree. Well, 3 times in a career is still a funny coincidence. So random. I think. What was that? What was that movie? It reminded me of Steve the Tree from Oswald. There was a movie where they had a tree that looked just like him. Terrific. Now, we're very flattered that Veronica and her mom are watching because they're taking time away. They love well, there's no judge shows on the weekends. I think they love all the judge shows. That's what I've been told.
Nice. Nice. I think I'll just start drawing, inking it.
Yeah,
Start.
I think you got it.
Here we go. We're gonna ink. I'll start with you since it's so familiar to. to do it. And we can edit it. Oh, just wanted to say we, let's see, I'm just taking a look.
Hey, Celtic Pride, you missed a contest. Robert KUSC won. Assigned either Dumb and Dumber or animation. Actually, let me show you. All right, so, well, that's just from Science Court. That's from, don't tell me, Fred the Horse Over the Garden Wall. All Grown Up. This is Bob's Burgers, Chuck. The Squirrel, Handy Manny. Oh, none of the trees.
Oh, tree.
I should have received the tree in this. Someone made this.
Gotta get the tree.
Someone made me that compilation. All right.
Okay, now I'm gonna start inking. Sorry for the little wait there. Just kind of.
All right. This is, I like this, the inking, because you get to see it up close.
By the way, we have a donation of from Marissa.
Marissa, you're too kind.
You
Next session, you'll do a little private sketch of Marissa, whatever she wants.
Absolutely. I'm looking up. Let's go with.
Yeah, we're gonna hopefully we'll figure out how to monetize it and what other. Marissa, do you know any other perks that come with 1,000 subscribers, like messages, or I'll look into it.
Oh right, yeah, we could look at that on your. Take a look. See, I'm just looking at some inking here. There we go. 1 second. There we go.
Where's Chloe? Oh, she's napping. So they're called Chris and Riss.
Chris and Riss.
So Scarlett, did you show anyone the picture Cody did of you playing with the toy box? It was pretty cool. Oh, you feel like you're in trouble when I say your full name.
Who?
Oh, we have cool graphics with it. Yeah, this. I know there's tricks you can do, like show a video also while we're doing it. There's probably other stuff. Yeah, I posted it. It was a really cool photo Cody did of Scarlett. You haven't sent it yet. That's weird. All right. Well, I'll send you in a message. I think we message each other on TikTok or Instagram. Send me a good resolution of the Scarlett with the toy box, and we'll get it to her. Okay?
Sure. Yeah. Did I give? I can't remember if I sent that. Did I send that to you?
You sent it to me, but figure out how to get it to her.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I can do that. You're good. Yes.
The toilet hat, yes. Maybe we should patent toilet hats.
You could sell them.
So stupid.
Sell them at like Kohl's or something for Christmas gifts.
Yes.
Like those funny. All you toilet lovers out there.
Refresh me, Ed the Sound Man. When did I do that? There are many people who still think I'm actually Fred Stoller since I did that fake face reveal a while back where I pretended to be. Okay. Sure, once you refresh me, I'll remember it. But I used to do a lot of face app stuff, but I had to get rid of the app. I was annoying too many people. Oh man, did I get people mad? I thought it was fun, but people hated it.
That's funny. Was it like put your face on like a movie character or something?
No, I put other people's. I put my face. Put other people's on stuff. I just love that app.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's a comedian that used that and then he did like impressions and stuff. What's it?
Oh, you got 25,000 followers.
Who? You?
Ed the Sound Man.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
Oh my God. Yes, I remember. No, I thought I put my face on yours. 35 years. Singer and Sons was my first sitcom acting job, or really acting job. Now, Jeff, you're joining us a little late, but I had some references you would know. So Cody is coming to LA for the first time because Andy Paley, they're doing a memorial for him, for his kids. And I was naming the performers who are going to be there in the show. And you would probably know Jonathan Richman. He actually, if you remember, there's something about Mary. He was the guy with the guitar. There's going to be Dana Gould, Andy Kindler, Bobcat Goldthwait, Jonathan Paley. Trying to think who else. Singer and Sons is turning 35 years old. Yes, that's is that the thing where you are going to reveal who you are? Yes, I remember that. Yes, and people think. Again, I love Cody's detail. So Cody did I guess Andy did a cappella thing, and you did a really cute thing for it. It was an internet meme? Wow. No, let me look to see if I could find that. Is there a site where they have all the memes and you put in a search?
Oh, yeah, there should be something out there. I can't remember.
Let me look.
Forgot what it was called.
Lisa's another one. She thinks she's so cool because she's too busy. No ordering off the kids menu. I'm putting that in the search. Okay, I'll look on YouTube. Yeah, I was saying, I didn't know if he was blacklisted. Phil Leeds was one of those guys that always looked old, even when he was younger. He was in, actually, I saw this movie with Norm. It's scary when I can't think of titles. The what's his name movie with Mia Farrow. I'm scared. My dementia, where I can't think of it, but he was with the demons in the house with John Cassavetes and Mia Farrow. So Phil Leeds on Singer and Sons. The same thing happened to me. He auditioned and it said Phil Leeds type. And he said, "Are you serious? You want me to audition?" So he had to audition as a Phil Leeds type. But I worked with him a few times. He was on Raymond. They had a lot of old kind of people like him. I think I've worked another time, but wait, he was thinking of Carl Dunnigan. Dirty Work 2, yes. Phil Leeds just loved working. He was talking about he's going to be on Night Court, and I bumped into him, on the lot. Rosemary's Baby. It's scary, but there's a lot of people like Jeffrey Tambor. I first saw him. He had a part in Justice for All. And David Paymer's another one. I saw him in something where he was quote unquote young, but even in his 30s, they didn't look young. But Phil Leeds, yes, Rosemary's Baby, he was one of the people in it. I remember when I was on Raymond, there was Charles Durning and Phil Leeds. And Phil goes, "Hey, Charles, you're still alive." "Yep, I'm still alive." Now people say that to me, but Phil Leeds was a classic. I remember when I was doing a lot of guest spots, you know, uh, back when this guy who sadly killed himself, Freddie Roman's son, was the guy Alan Kirschenbaum, and I was doing a spot on the Gregory Hines show. He goes, "Hey, you're the young Phil Leeds," so that was kind of nice. Um, yes, he was one of those character actors who always looked old. Same with, like I said, what's his name? Jeffrey Tambor. That's a good question. Growing up, that's a good question. The Mary Tyler Moore show, they were probably just in their 30s, and they looked like they were 60. Well, to me, which I'm name dropping, but I'm glad to have crossed paths with people from my youth. I worked with Georgia Engel twice, and one time on Raymond, and when she sadly died, she was only 70. I thought she had to have been older than that. From Ghost, yes. Well, Al, Pikesville Al is a big character actor person. And I don't know if you would know who Rick Aviles was. He was a guy I started with who sadly died. And he had AIDS, and he didn't die of AIDS. Something with some shot that the needle blew up in his arm. I don't understand. But he was in Ghost. He is the guy who killed Patrick Swayze. He was Puerto Rican. He was in Carlito's Way. Played a bad guy. Very sweet guy. "Hey, talk like this. I'm Rick Aviles." Does anyone remember Rick Aviles? But yes, that's a good question. All those guys on the Love Boat, they couldn't have been more than 40. Now, I was just in a movie with that Ted Lange is in, and yes, he was the killer in Ghost. He was really good. Yes. And is my door open? Let me shut my door. And what was I saying? Ted Lange was in a show called Before the Love Boat. That's My Mama. There was a black guy I loved, Teddy Wilson. See, this is so good, Cody. It frustrates me because that it's got, when you, I know I'm being repetitious, when you close in, it's sharper. Yes, that's true. He did a comedy special. And Teddy Wilson, that's right. You both remember Rick Aviles. He was a street performer. So was a guy named Charlie Barnett. He was early 40s. Okay, that guy at least wasn't in his 30s. He was truly in his 40s. Well, you know what I was thinking of Pikesville, Al? Well, people, I was watching two things. Did anyone hear of a movie called, I can't think of the title. Breezy. Breezy was the guy from Network, William Holden, playing an older guy who goes for a younger woman. And I'm probably older than him. Then I was watching The Verdict with Paul Newman. And he was an old guy trying to have a comeback. And I'm older than Paul Newman was in The Verdict right now. Carl kind of was in his 40s. Yeah, well, I'd like to see something when he was younger. Yeah, he probably always looked. Yeah, I guess these guys, I don't know if they did anything in their 20s. Mystery Train, good one, good one. Rick Aviles was in Mystery Train. I got to check that out. Sweet guy. He was doing really well. Yeah, Carlito's Way. I love that. Sean Penn in it. And what was directed by Clint Eastwood? Kay Lentz. You are both right. Kay Lentz. Oh, my God. You just watched The Verdict? Yes. That was one of my favorite Paul Newman movies. Norm was a big Paul Newman fan. He did two movies that were kind of similar. The Verdict and one with a young... Well, talk about... All right, here I'm contradicting myself. Bob Balaban is a guy that I was going to say always looked old, but in Midnight Cowboy, he looks like a teenager soliciting John Voight for sex. Kay Lentz. So this is an interesting thing about the movie Breezy. My friend Greg loved that movie. I didn't like a few years ago, Licorice Pizza. So in the movie, Sean Penn is playing William Holden looking for Breezy, if that makes any sense. Yes, Kaylee. Yeah, it's an interesting movie if you like stuff that takes place in the valley. I'm just watching the toilet. So I guess when I'm driving, the door swings open from the breeze on the mountain.
Yes. We were just talking about Breezy. So
it's an interesting movie. I like movies from the 70s that weren't hits, and William Holden played an older guy living in the valley, Laurel Canyon, and this young woman who's Kay Lentz is into him. It's Clint Eastwood. Now, Clint Eastwood was married to someone called Sandra Locke, who was in a movie that probably wouldn't hold up today, but really affected me, called The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. And where Alan Alda, no, Alan, come on, Arkin plays a deaf mute, and he's so lonely, and he loves, I just said her name, not Kay Lentz, but Sandra Locke. She was in a Clint Eastwood movie about a bus. Something, a bus goes amok. And Chuck McCann, who I got to know, was nominated. I think he was nominated. He was a deaf mute too, and The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. It's a very sad movie. But The Verdict, yes, that was a good one. Made me laugh. See, this is, yeah, the detail's so good.
I'll draw the characters in front of this after I kind of get this.
Yeah, but again, if you blow it down too little, you lose so much great detail. But let's do it, and we'll see. We'll see as we go.
Cool.
Yeah. So this guy. Yes, that's a good point. Yeah, Alan Arkin, of course. I remember, again, as a kid, Sandra Locke, yes. I think I've said this before. In my age, as a teenager, we'd go to movies just to go to the movies. Yes, the Groove Tube, I saw that. That time I went to see that, but most times me and my friends, we'd just go to the movies to go to the movies. We didn't have like Metro Critic or, obviously. Let's go to movies. So we'd see weird things. Things like not the Dirty Dozen, Slaughterhouse-Five, The Ritz, things we didn't know what they were. Johnny Got His Gun. And Sandra Locke, there was another movie. Yeah, I think she was in one of the Clint Eastwood's chimpanzee movies. He did those Anyway, Which Way But Loose. Another thing about movies, movies that when I was a teenager were 20 years old were like ancient, but now 20, 30-year-old movies are contemporary, like Heat. I just rewatched with some friends with De Niro. Oh, The Critic. I saw that too. He may bring back The Critic. Yeah, Sandra Locke. Yeah, The Heart is a Lonely Hunter. So, yeah, the first 5 were great. So that's funny. I did it. He was Inspector Clouseau? I didn't know that. I saw that in a movie theater.
Peter Sellers?
Yes. I didn't see Alan Arkin. Yes, again, when you think of movies when I was a teenager or even my 20s that were 30 years old, it's like, or 20, they seem like, like Gone with the Wind kind of stuff. But now, yeah. There was a movie, a very chilling movie called The Heart is a Lonely Hunter, about these kids that try to save buffalo. Just got a text. Veronica's mad. We're talking about movies. Ah, some people get mad. There's no show I've been on where I could have hope of a reboot. Maybe Scrubs. Let me see what's going on with Scrubs reboot. Is that happening? I think even when they do a reboot, it's not the same where it's, well, no. Well, Roseanne. Usually it's like 10 episodes on Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess The Connors was one of the biggest reboots, I'm guessing.
They did a reboot of yeah. What's it? Frasier.
Frasier. I never really watched Frasier. Norm loved it for some reason. I never got into it.
Did you ever like news radio? Ever see it?
I didn't watch it that much. I think back in it doesn't really pop up in syndication where I could watch it. And I think, yeah, I wish they would reboot Science Court. Back in that day, we didn't have like DVRs, so I didn't watch too much of it. I mean, I'm familiar. I watched a few.
Right.
You like that show, Cody?
I do, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I'm kind of impressed with how many characters somebody would have to write for the show, and it didn't seem like it worked well. Like if you have that many,
I had a crush on what's her name, Vicki Lewis, the redhead.
Oh, Vicki Lewis, yeah. That's funny. Yeah, she was in. Have you ever seen a movie called Mouse Hunt?
No.
That stars Nathan Lane and.
I've heard of it. Yeah, the guy from Something About Mary.
Yeah. What's his name? Lee Evans. British guy.
She was in a movie. I guess she started on Broadway and was a dancer, but it was a movie I saw with John Cusack and Billy Bob Thornton as air traffic controlman. Does this sound familiar to anyone?
Interesting.
John Cusack. A friend of mine is, his name's MC Gainey, and he's got great stories. He was in Con Air with Nicolas Cage and John Cusack.
Oh, nice.
And some of those other guys.
That's cool.
God, the Devil, and Bob. Yeah, I remember that. James Garner. Pushing Tin. That's what it was. Vicki Lewis. So this is funny. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe she'll go out with me. Turned out she was living in Malibu with Nick Nolte. Like, yes. But she met Nick Nolte on a movie called I'll Do Anything. They're not together anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I have movie nights with some friends, and I like to revisit movies from the 70s that weren't big hits. And I played one with Nick Nolte they didn't like called Who'll Stop the Rain. I remember liking when it was out. You know who played a bad guy in it? Richard Mazur. Al, if he's still there, would know. A lot of these guys I remember from Rhoda and Mary Tyler Moore, like Richard Mazur, um, and there was another guy, Ron Silver, who died. Yes, Breakdown is a very good movie. MC Gainey's a great guy. I'm going to probably see him next week. You know, all right, I'm going to give you a suggestion, but don't do it because you won't see any detail, but maybe you could have starring Fred Stoller and the toilet paper coming
Oh,
out.
with
But no, but see, that's only if it was bigger, but it's yeah. That's what they
wait,
would
you're
do
saying
today
put starring Fred Stoller.
on the toilet paper, but
Well,
that'll
you know what
confuse you.
I want to tell you. I was actually thinking about, what we could do? We could have it go down behind this lady's head, and it goes behind, and it flips up like this. We don't need to see the lady really as much. That doesn't really matter to me. Um,
I never saw My Girl. Was that what Macaulay
something
Culkin?
like this would look like a piece of toilet paper. So it'd be kind of like it would be kind of like this thing where it's almost like a area where you can throw in your title, like starring Fred Stoller.
But Richard Mazur, I think he was miscast as a killer in Who'll Stop the Rain. Well, wait till your father goes home. Is that where the guy had braces? I think I remember that. Or a night guard.
Was it the animation?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, one of the kids had braces or something.
I think so.
Let's see if we do. I think it's kind of a funny idea to have it though, like that. I think it'd be funny.
I
I think it'd be
mean,
funny to bring it over, kind of like this. It's like,
but then you're trading like we lose the people running if you go for all that detail. Yes, he was in One Day at a Time, Richard Mazur. Yeah, he did a lot. He was in The Thing? Wow. I remember I was at an audition many years ago for a pilot that never made it. And Jim Gaffigan was there, and Richard Mazur was there. And Jim Gaffigan made some joke because Richard Mazur used to be the what's it called? The president of SAG. I Jim Gaffigan. Oh, is being once you're a president, you have lifetime protection. I forgot what his joke was. Something. You know who would be a fun movie to revisit? 1,000 Clowns. There was a guy, Barry Gordon,
very cool.
and I saw him at a voiceover audition once.
Really?
1,000. Let me.
Was it about clowns or is it?
No. We're getting close to 4,000 hours.
Nice.
With this, I'm just
Does that
kidding.
mean we get something special?
I never saw that movie. God, there was a movie. I want to see how bad it is. But Eddie Murphy called 1,000 Words. it got panned.
I think it'd be funny to do something like like you said, starring Fred Stoller.
A watch party. That's not a bad idea.
You gonna do a watch party?
So maybe, because I love the detail here, is like I'm saying, but you shrink it down when you put those guys running for it. Maybe you could put it over here closer or sharper.
Right. Oh, you mean the toilet paper?
No, if you see, once you get down below to the people chasing the porta potty, you shrink it and lose a little of the. But that's still good. Yeah, it's great.
This might be gone. I may not use this. I think it would be good, like if you had this coming around. I don't think it. I think this is kind of funny. This or it might be if it's a square. I'm gonna open this up a little bit. I do like that. That's a possible idea. It's like this.
Could you make it sharper? He played the guy who took care of the dogs. What's this? Oh, about. I saw the one autograph convention I was at. They had one day at a time people. They had this guy Glenn Scarpelli, Mackenzie Phillips. Then they had American Graffiti people, Candy Clark, Richard Dreyfuss, Cindy Williams, who died. I just was watching a little bit of American Graffiti. She was really cute. I guess I didn't think of her. But
I haven't seen that yet. I should. It's George. Good old George Lucas.
The only drive-in movies I saw, because I grew up in Brooklyn, a friend of mine visited in Jersey, and we watched a movie called Semi-Tough with Chris Christopherson and Mac Davis. That was at a drive-in. Well, Riss loves the toilet paper. I love it too.
Nice.
Except,
you think Vicki Lewis would play in this movie?
who?
Vicki Lewis.
Yes, we're gonna go for Vicki Lewis first.
We could have it. Your top cast you want in this movie.
No, take her name off. I scared her once. I went on some podcast saying I like her, and I don't want to scare anyone anymore.
Yeah, no, we don't have
to. My friend Bobby Carradine was on a Disney or a Nick show with Hillary Duff, I think. I forgot.
Oh, right. Called. Hillary Duff or
I forgot what the show was called.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. The one with the little cartoon character girl or something. He played a father character?
Yes. Say Cecile. So Cecile's an artist friend, of course, great friend, and an artist, just a perspective. So Cody's working on a thing. I had a movie called Ski Potty, just a joke. And this is the poster. So can you show what you're thinking of the person chasing the ski mobile?
Sure. Yes, I can. Let me pull this up.
Lizzie
Oh yeah,
McGuire
Lizzie
thinking.
McGuire. Yes.
So he's thinking of. So the story, Cecile, is this was a pathetic guy, the black sheep of the family, that decides to rent a snowmobile and attach it to a porta potty and ring the bell like a good humor man. And if people need the bathroom they don't want to go in the snow, they chase him like a good humor man and pay for the bathroom. So we're doing a make believe poster for it. And I love when he closes in such great detail. But do we lose a little? You see, we also like the people running for it, showing it's an ice cream man. But could you close in on just me and the thing without the people running? Do you lose a lot, Cecile? Is what I'm asking. I love that, but at the same time, do we also need to show the people running for it like a good humor man? It's still good too. Gary, you say need perspective. Yeah, it's all good, but it's such great detail. And then he has on the toilet bowl saying, starring Fred Stoller. So Bob and Cecile worked in advertising. They're real good.
Oh,
But I don't know. What do you guys think? See, I like where the cursor is. Maybe it's good like this. Ski potty. Yeah, this is good. All right. What if you lost a little bit of the tree here? You can't see where I'm pointing,
oh yeah. Right over here.
but you need ski potty. Yeah.
Do you want to put ski potty here?
I'm not sure. Again, I love it, but I wonder, do we lose a lot if it's a wider shot for a fake movie poster?
This is sort of like a one of those old movie posters where they have the widescreen. There's very
Okay, Bob says you need the people running for it. Okay.
nice.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But I love when he closes in. I go, we can lose such fun detail. But do you think if you made ski potty a little smaller, then you can cut off a little bit of the tree? Or no, it's not free. It's that's the joke that he it's a movie. Oh, that's a great idea. Chasing kind of Night of the Living Dead. Uh, the joke is this is his business. Movie posters are vertical.
Yes, yes. Um,
Hmm.
but these are like yeah, that's true. There are horizontal I'm looking at, but
Or it's not a real movie poster, so we're just trying to get the joke in.
right. Yeah, yeah. Well, I did
Um,
have it. I did.
if it was vertical, you would lose a whole lot,
We did
right?
have it where we did kind of initially want the like a trail, kind of like the '60s kind of crazy comedy kind of thing.
But then it's like Mad Magazine, which I love. I guess
But there is I think in the '80s they had some of the lampoons and the. I was like,
she says extra hands and stuff to make more of them. That's what it sort of is at the bottom, or you don't really. I like what you're just doing right here. That's a great shot.
like right there.
But then again, if we put this on Instagram, is Instagram, I forgot, vertical or this?
Well, in Instagram, it will be square, so it will be like like that. But I can make it.
For
Yeah,
Instagram?
I can make it so you get it's more of a square thing going on. I would say the starring thing you could you could have Fred's.
Or
That's kind of funny though. Like you could put some fake names.
or maybe it's too small, but you could have when you want to go, but not in the snow.
Do you want that,
You could have the catchphrase.
or do you want we can put that over here?
When you need to go, but not in the snow. Yeah, he has a.
Right. I'm just trying to think. When you need to go, but not in the snow. Is that what it was?
Maybe it's a too crowded. Yeah, I know. I keep repeating myself. Is it too crowded? Well, Chris loves that. You like the expression when you need to go, but not in the snow. That's a good point Cecile has. It's like Night of the Living Dead. Like you really have all these people needing the bathroom so bad.
I'd say putting the sky will be blue, you know, in the background. So this will be well, like
Oh,
sorry,
Eddie says when you want to go, but not in the
when you
snow.
want to go, but not in the snow. When you need to go.
Whichever is less letters.
Um, I think it's about the same, actually.
Okay.
Snow. I'd like to say want versus need. Do these people need, or are they wanting, or is it both? I'm trying to think. Um, yeah, so that's just a place thing. Just kind of putting it in there. Let's see. Is this bigger?
Need is funnier than want. I think yeah, that could make sense.
Starring Fred Stoller.
So Bob and Cecile, this is what you guys did for years, where with what's it called? Graphic design, graphic
Oh, that's
advertising.
cool. Yeah.
Yes, need is more desperate.
You can put like a word bubble, somebody saying something.
Wait up. It's nice that it's 7 and it's not
Maybe
dark
it's
out.
like music. Maybe he's singing that. When you need to go, but not in the snow. No.
That's not bad. It's that he's
Yeah.
singing it. If you could convey that.
He's like that. Something like that. Put some musical notes. Maybe not. Um, yeah. You can get back to that.
Yeah, it's gonna.
This will be in a different sitting.
Yeah. Were there like conventions for graphic arts where you try to get new clients? How'd they do it before the internet? Or just word of mouth, I guess.
Wow, yeah. That's cool. I'll look and see what we got here. Let's see, we have that. Now I think we can put in the people.
Word of mouth. Yeah, it was a small community, I guess. Complimentary snow cone with every flush. I don't know.
Well, you hope yours isn't. You hope it's just like a plain snow cone. You know.
Yeah, I don't think this guy needs to sell snow cones.
Right.
I remember when I wrote the quote unquote movie, there was, again, don't put this detail in that here. Inside, like, you could pay extra for, like, you know, scents, cologne once you're in there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Now that I think of it, I like that it's busy. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Kind of. That makes it like the Mad.
Mad Magazine, which, again, Bob and Cecile and maybe some others who've worked in graphic arts would know. Normally, would they not have a movie poster this busy? But then again, it's not a real movie. It's just something silly we're doing.
Actually, if you go back in I was looking at some reference.
Like it's a mad, mad world, things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I also saw like the National Lampoon posters.
That's a good
I've looked at these
point.
things and they look, they're like full on illustrations with all sorts of crazy things going.
You're right. You're
It's
right.
absolutely our posters aren't like you look at posters today, it's like yeah, there's the humor cartooning art in posters is like not even there.
A good point. I remember Animal House, and like I said, it's a mad, mad world, or around the world in 80
Right.
days. You have a balloon and people hanging from it, and a unicycle, and those magnificent men in their flying machines. I saw that as a kid. Those magnificent men in their flying
Yeah, yeah, with
machines.
they're on the yeah. Maybe you should have a in the
Yes.
sequel could be about you a magnificent flying machine that the
Flying toilet.
a flying porta potty. You can do it.
I'm into
Let's
it.
see, Mad. So, yeah, 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 absolutely.
So Bob and Cecile and people tuned in late. Cody is going to come to California for the first. I mean, L.A. to watch the. He's going to have a animation piece in the memorial for Andy Paley. So I'll get to meet him in person.
I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be.
Hopefully, he won't be as aggressive as he can be and start shoving people.
I'll try to hold back.
Yes, mini hand sanitizers. Yes, but no, not.
Hmm.
All right. Speaking of, I'm going to run for a quick pee break, but keep them entertained,
Sounds
Cody.
good. I'll do what I can.
I'll be right there.
We'll do what I can.
put the light on. I don't know if Matt and Mercy are around. Oh, let me plug in. But Mercy, who I worked for a few weeks ago, is going to help build my office into a nicer kind of streaming place.
Oh, that's nice.
With a new desk.
That's cool.
Up the Academy, I remember that. Ron Liebman. All right, Cecilia, taking a break too. But Chloe's now waking up.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about Up the Academy. Well, yeah, National Lampoon, they did all the vacation movies. I met Anthony Michael Hall when he was just a little kid. He came to Catch a Rising Star to get a Pat Benatar poster who was managed by the owners. All right, so Riss is asking how we got paired up. Is it 3 years or it's at least 2? Is it maybe 3 years?
Yeah,
We've
time flew ever since the whole, like, right after, I think right after COVID, and then
right. So the story is that what's the thing called Marishka? You have this animation.
Oh
thing?
yeah, there's a cartoon on Instagram that my brother and I were working on together called a Mershka lump. I know it's a weird title, but if you see it, it's more like a weird science fiction-y kind of a cartoon parody on science fiction and stuff. But well, I've used that character, and I thought of Fred, the voice. Really, I honestly, Fred, it's funny. I saw you the first time on the '88 special.
A young comedian special?
Yeah, that was the first time when I don't even know how I found you, because I was like looking up. I don't know how that came up. Like, I don't even know how I like found you, but I was watching something with comedians to see, because comedians like voices and stuff, just to get like an idea of a voice, and then yeah, then I saw you, and I thought, well, that's it looks like the character's voice could be perfect for that, and then so basically, yeah, I kind of forgot like the. I guess was it the it was that I put some of your voice to the character, right?
Yeah, you did this thing where I was just like babbling different things,
Right.
and you what's required? Oh, and I went, oh, this is clever. Like I was just making fun of my friend Jacqueline, where she'd always go, "This is gluten free." My friend Jacqueline, when she asks if it's gluten free, she thinks it's so cute. I want it to be gluten free. I was just babbling, and he did a compilation of just Happy Valentine's Day. Please like me. Just me babbling, and just did a thing. And I said, "Oh, this is pretty cute. I like this." So wait a second. So then I just said, "Hey, do you have?" I'm just doing one thing. Do you? I was trying to do stuff with my Audible book, and I said, "Can you?" I'm trying to think of a what's it called? A promo for my book, 5 Minutes to Kill. And you did a little animation clip. I went, wait a minute, this is really good. Who is this guy? So I set up a Zoom and we were talking, and so that just led to us. Cody just some ideas were his, like he took old stand-up jokes of mine and animated them, and then I'd have an idea. So we're just putting them up on YouTube. So basically, then I had an idea. I want to tell a longer animated story, which, if some of you remember, I played it on here a few streams ago. And so we were just doing Zoom, and then I said maybe we could do a stream where, people watch it and comment and maybe tip Cody, which Riss and Jeff Crone has done. And now that we're at 1,000 things, we'll figure out the monetization. So there's little buttons. Oh, give $3, give this. It adds up. Cody works so hard. So yeah, just 3 years we've been and on this YouTube page, I think I posted almost everything we've done. So that's the story. And I'm going to meet him for the first time when he comes out to see the Andy Paley Memorial.
Yeah. That's about it. Yeah, I can actually see. I was going to see if I could play the first one we did of you with the Valentine. Maybe I can upload this on the. So you just like to play it.
Yeah, if you can, that'd be fun. Just a silly little thing you did.
Yes. Let's see, is it the Valentine? Could be it. Let's see if it.
And Cody is a young guy that has my sensibility, young people, animators, oh, robots, hey, hey, Rick and Morty, which is all good, time machines, but he likes the old-fashioned Mad Magazine and Crumb and that kind of stuff. The sensibility is, old school, which I like. And Laurie, oh, hi, Laurie, want to know how long you've been doing animation.
I've been doing it since since I was 13, or even I don't know, that's when I've been using programs and things. But yeah, my work though, I worked for a place where they did animation for it's been about 7 to 8 years, and right out of the art school, because one of the teachers, Marshall Vandriff, got the company to make a Fractured Fairy Tales sort of cartoon, and that's kind of kicked off the pursuit of creating cartoons and animation since then. And we've Marshall and I have made 2 shorts together for Proco, which is the anatomy school online YouTube thing, and it kind of continued from there to working with Fred. That's kind of
again, it's just cool that our sensibilities are very much in line. Where I grew up loving Charlie Brown, a depressed cartoon character, and Cody loves that stuff too, and Mad Magazine. I wasn't too into the superheroes. I mean, I like some of them. I like the Fantastic Four, but I wasn't into cowboys, and I just like depressed people in movies, and Charlie Brown and Mad Magazine and Jughead. So our sensibilities is pretty very aligned.
Yeah.
And what about you? She watches, make sure it's sharp enough. You like it, don't you? You're proving it. Yeah, I don't know. Come on, it's good. All right, she gave it the nod.
Oh yeah. I'll zoom in on the main character here for now. I'm uploading the animation. I'm going to see if I can play it.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah, that's it.
This is gluten-free. I told you I'm allergic to gluten and you didn't listen. See what it did? I'd like to wish a happy Valentine's Day to everyone, especially you and you, Leah. Please like me.
So yeah, that was cute, and then could you find the first one you did of 5 Minutes to Kill? And then I said, can you do a little promo for my audiobook? And then you did that, and I went, wait a minute, this is good. I mean, that's good too, but
Right.
that's when I said, wait a minute, this guy's good.
Trying to get to share the screen here. What's going on here?
You want to be here too? We got both cats.
There we go.
Both cats now have to approve.
Ski Potty.
Got both cats in the picture.
Nice. That could be a poster.
Who woke me up?
Mm-hmm.
You kept wanting more and more treats. I had to shut the door on her. You wouldn't stop crying. Can you be sharper?
Let's see what I want to do here. We got the toilet paper. We got the. Now I just need to do the guys and the running.
Right.
So. Okay. I'll do like a new layer, I think. And then just under this, just kind of.
You need to get on the. He's trying. She realizes there was no room on the lap for her. The song, yes. The ring fell off. Again, I love that so much. Again, you know, it's hard on YouTube for it to get a lot of hits, but her ring fell off. That was one of my favorites.
Oh, you like that one?
Yes. What do you think? This cat was never a lap cat till I moved here. She's very happy. There's a lot more room. I don't know. Chloe's always been a lap cat. My friend does songs too.
This summer, one man, one kidney, and
Oh, my friend does ridiculous stuff.
All right, so this guy's wearing a hat.
If this was animated, we could do a screen wipe. What does that mean?
Sounds like a porta potty reference.
Yes. Are you mad?
I can hear the cat.
You can hear
Yeah.
her purring?
That's fine.
Yes, you're happy. I'm trying not to eat meat just because of my pre-diabetic and cholesterol. My friend's having a birthday at a steakhouse, so I'll get pasta tomorrow. Look at you. You see Luna? Luna, this is your first time being in this. It's usually Chloe. Can you take the attention? Can you people hear the purring? Can you make it sharper? No, I want to go vegan, and I've been trying. And it's healthier. Except I'm not a cook. So, but free water. So what? This guy looks like he has a cone on his head.
Oh, he's wearing like a cap.
I see.
He's running. I might change his costume. I have to. Not really sure I'm sold on skiing attire.
Mine or the guy running?
The guy.
Right.
Because I kind of like feel the same way. It's like,
It looks like one of those Hershey Kisses on his head.
Like that. There's all sorts of references there. Yeah, let me let's see if I just do like a regular hat. What do you think, Fred? I might get some reference of a person in the snow. Might be a good idea. So this would be.
I'm gonna look at the menu where I'm going tomorrow, see if there's any vegan options. Smokehouse.
Nice.
Oh, it's looking in the.
Clothing. There we go. Aha. There we are. Yeah, like that.
Does anyone know anything about? So someone is helping submit this Norm Audible to Audible, and they have to approve all the technical stuff that it makes the standards. It's already 10 days, so if anyone knows anything how that stuff works. A little yarn ball at the top of the beanie would make it clear.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, Eddie the sound man. Do you know anything about submitting stuff to Audible? You're a sound guy. Chloe. Well, just so, as I said, I recorded an Audible called My Friend Norm, which Cody did a great cover for, and he did a little snippet of the Audible as a promo. And I don't know how to submit it, get it on Audible, but someone's helping me. I don't want to bother her too much. But March 19th, my birthday, I got this thing saying, all right, we're reviewing it. It should take 10 days, and it's been 10 days. So I think it's called AVOX, something, some Audible standards, if you know anything about that. Really anxious to get it on, push it on Audible with Cody's promos and stuff. Oh, you need this out of your way? All right. So if you know anything about getting stuff on Audible, the process. Oh, I see he's got those snow sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, you just looked at a reference.
Mm-hmm. It's there's a teacher I had, he's like, you're only as good as your reference. It was CF.
So loudness, standard, and format and consistency will be most important. All right, well, I paid this guy, went to a recording place, and at first they rejected it, I think because noise reduction. Okay. Because it was too loud, so he kind of converted it to the right thing. But now we've been waiting 10 days. Favorite subject in school? I probably diagnosing myself with ADHD. I hated school. I would just look at the clock the whole time. Now, and I think the only thing I was good at was English, because I could write an essay and make it sound like, what I mean. You didn't have. I hated science. I hated math. I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't into school. But I regret it later in life, because now I really like history. I wish I listened. I didn't really read books in school, but I just faked it. Monarch notes, just faked it to get past and get out of there. It's not a strange question at all. Eddie the Sound Man, what is your what's it called? Say your the Ed Sound Man. Your what is it called? Avatar. Nest Aware subscription. You can read your subscription. Let me see. I liked. I'm sorry. What would be your favorite subject in school, Looney? Science and history. I should have paid better attention to history. Now, as I'm older, I because my father was in World War II, I've gotten into what was that about. You know what I learned about history? I learned that I love showbiz history. So if you learn about showbiz history, you learn about regular history, where the black lists. Somebody just knock on the door. Okay, wait 1 second. Right. Yes. Like things about the Depression, World War II, what movies were during what decades. It's all related to history. And like noirs came out because of after World War II, Europe was bombed out and there was a bleakness there. And they did things with burnt out cities in the background, and that new wave French stuff I want to learn about was related to World War II. So I learned a lot about history, but by just watching a lot of documentaries about the movie business, the 50s, the 60s. So I'm enjoying that now. These are really. So I just did a little movie in Colorado, in Boulder, and I just learned that that's where they're moving the Sundance Film Festival to, not Utah anymore. The culture of the time, yes. Well, I grew up with the Vietnam War on TV, and very bleak time. Well, I grew up, the 60s when I was a kid. My sister went to Woodstock. The Great Depression, the Dust Bowl. What is that on his back? It looks like... That's a good point. Yes. I actually like reading about writers more so than their work. An example is F. Scott Fitzgerald. I couldn't get into The Great Gatsby. I couldn't understand it. But I like reading about him and Zelda and him trying to make it in Hollywood and being a drunk, depressed guy in Hollywood. And there was another guy. Yeah, I like reading about writers. There's another guy sadly killed himself. Foster Wallace, I forgot his name, something like that. David Foster Wallace. I read biographies about him, but I couldn't get into his work. So I like Charles Bukowski. I like reading about writers. These hip people really need the bathroom up on the mountain. I'm old enough to remember there was a thing called paid toilets. There was some in Times Square, the train station. I remember when I would take the train to try. When I was 17, I tried being a comedian for a short while, then quit till I was 20. I think some people would slide under it like a limbo. Paid toilets. That was a thing, but that wasn't on a ski resort, so this is different. Yeah, it was a... So, I guess soon I'm going to send the photo. We had a contest winner. Tomorrow my promise starts. Oh. Potty. What do we have here on? Hope I didn't lose my earbuds.
You misplaced your earbuds.
I'll find them later. When I was 17, YouTube won't let me post my email in the chat, but all right. That's weird. They won't let you. Can you send a message on Instagram or? All right. All right, yeah, well, reach out on Instagram, Ed.
All right. What do you think of these people, Fred?
What's
How do you
up?
like these characters?
It's great.
Chasing it down.
So, are you finished with the Andy Paley thing?
Yes.
All right, that'll.
Yeah, I gotta send it to. I'm gonna do that tonight. I have an email I'm gonna write to Linda and everybody, so we can all see what they think of it.
It's getting close to 11 your time, so we could always wrap this up in a little bit.
Sure.
But I appreciate, like usual, supportive people.
Yeah. Yeah, this will be kind of a fun poster, I think.
Yes.
You should do another contest, and we can have this. We could send a picture of Ski Potty.
It's a good idea. Just when Mercy helps me fix up my office, I'm gonna blow up one of your pictures and frame it.
Oh, that'd be fun. Which one are you thinking? Like, I forgot what I like. One of the cartoons.
Yeah. Yeah, Lori, that's a good point. You see, I think Carl, it's got easier to understand history with all those, Ken Burns, History Channel, documentaries, YouTube. It's more accessible. Like, I want to learn about New Wave French movies. And all you gotta do is just put in YouTube, ask for it, and you could learn almost anything. Yeah, I remember I kind of first learned. I don't remember learning about Nazi stuff in school. Again, maybe my mind was there. I didn't pay attention, but there was a movie, The Odessa File, with John Voight. I first saw the horrors of it in just a movie. So now there's movies and accessible of every subject on YouTube streaming. Like I said, documentaries, even fictional, not fictional, but things like the movie Selma. I love this detail.
Thinking about having him look at the people, so it's not just looking randomly somewhere.
What movies did he use, Laurie, to talk about World War II? So Laurie generously offered sometime to visit and go on a boat and do whale watching or dolphin watching. Hopefully both.
That's cool. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Yes. That'd be really exciting. Sounds like a bucket list thing. To see a whale or a dolphin up close.
Dolphins are pretty. I've never met one.
Never met a dolphin?
Met a dolphin, so if you do, let them know I say hello.
I'll let you know what they say.
Yeah. Tell them I send them their best. Or my best, not. I mean, yeah. See. These guys, I'll put these last two here. Hmm.
You're not learning about the war on terror in history? What are you learning in history, Scarlett? Never met a yeah. Dolphins must be great. That's right. Or maybe you don't. Do you need the third one? Maybe you just have hands, like Cecile said, like Night of the Living Dead.
Right, it ends up
But
being like this kind of thing.
yes, help me! Don't leave. Yeah. Like,
All right. Let's see. This is the ratio at this current time. We'll fix that when we get there. Let's see. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. What is up? Or square, that is.
one message is being held for review.
Really?
Oh, because he said, should the long-haired person be holding their ass? Nah. We'll leave some to the imagination.
Yeah. Yes.
They push your feet across the water with their noses. All right, I got to do that.
Nice. You gonna swim?
Well, it's probably too cold. Maybe when it gets hotter, when it gets sharper out.
Do you like swimming? That's a good question.
I'm not actually. I'm not a good swimmer, as in the story. Actually, I almost drowned
Oh, right,
twice.
right.
So I rented that house 2 summers ago with the pool, and I could almost dog paddle.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'll dog paddle with the dolphins.
Nice.
Maybe it'll be nice and just dog paddle along and not show off that I can't do it.
Yeah, I think this is coming out kind of nice.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Just looking at the screen. The Potty.
Storm's physique. Well, it's kind of funny how someone's talking. John McEnroe was a great tennis player, but he didn't have the physique of an athlete so much.
Right, the shoes. Oh yeah. When people run in the snow, they have their. Right. It does
You got the boots.
something like that because of their. It'll be like their. Like they stepped there. Yeah, stuff like that. That'll be subtle. It'll be like secondary kind of thing.
You love to swim, yeah. I think I should learn it.
Ski.
Yes, Mildred Pierce. I was teasing my friend Greg that his daughter is like Mildred Pierce because she's kind of bratty and demanding. I can't see the Instagram message. Is it under general? Requests? Hidden? Don't see it. Oh, here it is. I don't know why it's hidden.
There we go.
Maybe Ed just joined Instagram. So, Lori, have you ever done something like gone to an African safari? Sounds like something she would do. She sounds like she's had many adventures with Cliff. Hmm. So, 12 people now are watching the making of a ski potty fake poster.
We got to this point.
Again, if you want to stop, Cody, and work on the Andy stuff, or I know it's later there.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, we can. I can ink this next section next. We can do that.
And let's look into how to monetize whatever that means.
Yeah.
Our YouTube page.
That would be like yeah, like the super chats or something, or
yeah,
or like you said, monetization of like the videos.
Yeah,
more like
or something where people can just throw. There's things where when they ask questions, they could put $3 down. I don't know. I've seen that on other people's stuff, right? You need to be back on the lap.
Yeah, and also yes, we Riss, we owe her a drawing.
Yes, we do. Yes.
And
you don't let me sleep so good, so
the cat.
I can't sleep so.
Oh.
Are you a Riss fan? She likes Riss, this cat. I mean, Luna likes Riss. You like names like that, don't you? Riss and Riss and Riss and Riss and Riss. Well, real good. Any last questions?
It's right over here.
I know people, they see this, they don't know. Again, sometimes it's not as much detail, but this has a lot of detail, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm being repetitious. My concern is, if you make the Fred a little bigger and the toilet on the head, do you need to and shrink because you lose a little of that stuff? Maybe it doesn't need to be equal to people chasing, but well, they'll tell us.
For the size, you mean?
Yeah, should the guy driving the ski thing in the toilet be bigger than the people chasing?
We could do that.
What do you think?
Well, I'm trying to think. Like, since the characters are in perspective, I would say they're going to be bigger than you because you're farther away.
Right. Do me a favor. Just send me this too, or I should take a screenshot, and I'll just let it register.
Sure.
And looking forward to getting the Pally thing.
Yeah.
But this is all great. Glad we got to do it. Anyone, any last questions or comments?
Oh yeah, let me get this. I can look at that while you respond.
Do you want to show the Andy Paley thing, or?
I'll wait.
No, I thought you were doing that. What were you doing?
Oh no, I was just kind of looking at the text thing. Because I had the text. When I send it to you, I'll have the one where it shows the words.
Okay.
All
right. No. Ed likes the toilet hat. Okay.
Right.
Just don't strain about that tonight. We'll continue the next time.
Oh no, yeah.
But
there we go.
Yeah, I think this is worth the effort. It's a great show.
No, I think it'll be fun. It's kind of fun to realize that idea that you had.
Yes, that's what we like to
and
do.
It's also kind of fun to make like a poster, kind of like a parody poster.
Yes.
Or
it works.
I think it's fun to push the medium. It's kind of a simple, it's just kind of coming together, like little by little. And it's
so we don't.
It's
have
kind
to
of fun
rush
to
it.
kind of have something to kind of casually work on and kind of build it.
Yes. Yes. Well, Rich, her comment is just that you guys are great. You're great, all of
Thank you.
you. Ed, the sound guy, all the regulars, Scarlett, Lori Lewis. I'm sorry if I left people out. Well, Jeff Crone,
Right.
uh, Gary, all you who just, hang with us. And yeah, looking forward to doing more.
Yeah.
I'm of the thing. I'll do this as much as you want, Cody. I love
Cool.
it. And yeah, so we will sign off, and I'll try to figure out a place for you to stay. Email. Well, I'll look at the dates. When are you getting into town?
We're gonna get into town on I believe it's Friday, so that would be I think that's correct.
And the event is Saturday or Sunday?
The event is Saturday, which is I think then it means the 19th. So it's Saturday is the 19th. That.
All right. All right. I'll look into it. We'll talk tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe we could do another stream if the time works.
I'm available till about 6:30 my time. We could do an afternoon one. See what that would be like.
Yeah. That'd be good. Maybe after. Yeah, that would be good.
All right, because I'm going to my friend's birthday thing, but
that's cool.
We'll try an afternoon one. See if it's a whole different crowd.
Yeah, and I can. Yeah, we get. Yeah, that'd be fun because I could ask you too about like what LA's like and stuff.
Yeah. All right, we'll have a good discussion tomorrow. All right. Well, I'll sign off and thank you. Any other comments?
Also, I love the skier on the right. Looks like Zeke from Zombies. Ate my neighbors from Super Nintendo. That's funny. Nice.
I don't know that, but I'm sure it looks like that.
Yes.
So, thank you. You guys are awesome, and you need some attention now.
He's lazy.
Oh, he's so much more affectionate in this place. So you guys have a great night, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
Cool.
Wait, any way to
somebody? Oh,
Yeti
any way to throw in a Yeti in there somewhere?
What's a Yeti from? I forgot.
Is
Star
Yeti
Wars?
the guy? It's like the thing that is like the snow monster or something. Yeah. Something.
Oh, Laurie doesn't like to fly. Yeah, Cody's still hasn't flown ever, and they're going to drive here. Yeah, I guess I thought you'd be in a safari because you seem to like exotic animals, whales, dolphins, and very big cats. They sent a picture of their cats. It's enormous. It's like a German Shepherd.
That's wild. Is it like a floppa thing?
Maine Coon.
Oh, a Nancoon?
Yes. Oh, it's like Bigfoot in the snow.
I see. Yeah. Yeti.
Good. All right. Well, I'm going to go out and look for the ski potty guy because I'm on a mountain.
Nice.
And you have a great night, Cody, and everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for the hang. We
it was a blast. I'm glad we could make it happen tonight.
All right. We'll talk tomorrow.
Sounds great, Fred. Have a good one. Bye-bye, everybody.